NERDSoul.
Intellectual stimulation by way of mobile devices. What? This is the Atomic Nerd. This is not the Atomic Podcast. Oh my God, it's been a long time coming. Welcome everybody to the Atomic Nerd. We are back, and we've been on hiatus. I think even before quarantine. I'm Efren Guzman, along with the NERDSoul, Michael Young. Mike, it's been how long since we've done an episode, man?
A long time. Yeah, I can't remember how long, but it's been a minute.
I know, it's been before the quarantine, before there was anything known as COVID-19, before we got a new president, before movie theaters were open, and people could go to the parks and touch each other. It's been that long, man. And look how long it's been, and look how this world transpired for Atomic Nerd. Quarantine, furlough, movie theaters are closed. There's a plethora of topics we got to talk about. Potpourri of topics, like I was telling you earlier, man.
Potpourri of topics. Of all, I was like, oh, snap.
Right, I'm trying to make it fancy, man. Potpourri, man. It's like a lot of things has been going down in the world. First of all, hey, everybody. If you thought we were canceled, no, we're back. We all been doing our own thing, but just to get the people talking. I know, Mike, you still been doing NERDSoul. NERDSoul is going strong. I haven't even talked to you in a while, but how's quarantine life been for you, man, and how you been doing?
Man, it's crazy. I just looked up. Our last joint was March 9th, 2020. So that was the last time we linked up. Yeah, that's the last time we linked up. You know what I'm saying? That COVID, man, that COVID came through, Corona timeline started. You know what I'm saying? It was like, be gone, everyone. But during this time, I've been trying to stay busy, stay working, stay focused, but of course, stay my butt in the house as much as possible.
Yeah.
Don't be going to no crazy events, and straight like groceries, gas, and like nothing else. I've been trying to stay on the low as much as possible. Like there's a few things that I've been to, but most part it's been straight up quarantine level event at the NERDSoul household.
Wow. I know, same here, man. I was on furlough for a couple of months and trying to maintain in this world and, catching up on shows, getting my weight back up. So it was like, I think I got a little bit bigger as a furlough, went back to work, and it's just like, everything is just a different world, man. Like, I know you've been keeping up with shows and keeping up with what you've been doing and stuff, like shows, music, everything between the sun. But, we haven't talked in a while since March, like you said, but it's crazy just to get into the topics now, man. Like AMC movie theaters in general, everything is pretty much closed down. Like you got some mom and pop theaters are open, which they're showing like old Ghostbusters from 1984 or Jurassic Park or Star Wars. But it's just a crazy life we live on because we all live going to the movies, eating that popcorn, sitting down in those recliner chairs. Either you're falling asleep or you're running to go to the bathroom because you drink too much soda. Now that thing is almost like a thing of the past now. It hasn't even happened in so long.
Oh, man. It's interesting because AMC is in a weird place where AMC might just go under. You know what I'm saying? Especially with the news of Wonder Woman 84, I know they released a statement. I got the statement. What they said kind of most recently. They said for many months, AMC has been in active and deep dialogue with Warner Brothers to figure out how to best this cinematic blockbuster this could be seen at AMC theaters in these unprecedented times. Given that atypical circumstances call for atypical economic relationships between studios and theaters and atypical windows and releasing strategies, AMC is fully on board for Warner Brothers' announcement today. Here's the thing. The thing that I thought was interesting about that statement is like, it doesn't matter whether you're on board or not. Like, you don't own the movie. But at the same time, I understand AMC is a company that's trying to protect its livelihood. Like, they might go under. And AMC isn't guaranteed. I mean, think of things that we thought would be around forever. And, I was talking about this with Blurtish a little bit, like Tower Records, gone.
Yeah.
Sam Goody, gone. You know what I'm saying? Blockbuster, gone.
Yeah.
Things that we just kind of assumed would be around. Suncoast, gone. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and those aren't the only ones. So I mean, there's no guarantee that AMC has to be here or any other theater exhibitors, you know what I'm saying, in general. So, you know, they are in trouble, and they were in money trouble already before this. So now it's a whole different story with, you know, the Corona timeline and people not being able to go out, and, you know, also not wanting to go out because there's not a working vaccine out right now. And then even if there was, you have to also follow consumer confidence, which will be a whole different thing. So I'm gonna be honest, guys, strap in, because get ready for another possibly 2 years of this. Because let's say for everyone to get the vaccine, if the vaccine works, for everybody to get vaccinated, you're thinking about probably about a year or so. I know Dr. Fauci said around 9 months, but that's being optimistic. Let's be for real. If it works and it's safe, meaning there aren't any crazy, you know, like, you know, side effects, like, you know, I don't know, you know, you have diarrhea, like, I don't know, choke to death or something, I don't know. But anyway, like, you know, vaccine works, it's good, everybody's happy. It's going to take about a year. Then you're going to need about a year for people to even trust. Because, like, just because you got a vaccine don't mean, like, you safe, though. Like, you be like, let me dip my toe in before I go crazy. You know what I'm saying? So it'll probably be another 6 months to a year before people feel safe, like, just going out all mask free. You know what I'm saying? To a theater that we know they don't keep clean for real in the first place. Like, I mean, I'm sorry, AMC, but I've seen how y'all get down. Like, the theater don't be that clean. So,
yeah, I know, and it's funny because, like, the theaters are closed down, but you got the gyms that are open, and people, I don't know if they're lifting weights with their mask on or their mask off, but people are still doing there. You got bars that are open, but you have to 6 feet apart. So I think in different states, different, you know, counties or whatnot, is like different rules and stuff.
Because everybody's, you know, I know New York, everybody's not on the same page. Like, some people, like, even in the same state, there might be certain counties that are like, all right, cool, we in lockdown, we ain't gonna let, you know, people be opened up. And then you go to the very next county and everybody's like chilling, like it's 1999 out this joint. So you know, it kind of depends. But the problem is when you don't have uniform closures or openings, for that matter, when it's not uniform, you know, those people don't just stay in that county. They might work in another county. They might work in another city. So those people that may have been exposed to someone are still kind of matriculating amongst people that are not exposed. And then so it's a huge thing. And we've seen the spikes lately. So, I mean, you know, those spikes are going to send people, you know, of course, consumer confidence into like another round of kind of like hermit mode. Like, yo, man, this spiked again. How'd it come back? And I mean, honestly, if you were to watch other countries, they opened up and then they had to close again. You know what I'm saying? You know, a la like China or even the UK opened up a little bit, then they had to close back down again. So it's like, you know, it's a touch and go because this is a brand new situation and we don't know. And plus, mad people have died from this joint. Like, this is not a little thing. So, you know, AMC could be in some very serious trouble because this could be going on for another year or two, you know, as far as either limited running or like, you know, basically bare bones, you know, running at all. I mean, we saw what happened to Tenet, and it's not particularly that Tenet is a bad movie or a horrible movie, even though I haven't seen it. I mean, I haven't heard that like the movie is complete trash, but regardless of how good it is, if people don't feel safe going to a theater, it's not going to make the money it's supposed to make. And this, you know, with AMC, you know, they're probably the most maybe popular one. Maybe them, Regal, Cinemark. Maybe those three are maybe the most known. I mean, outside of like ArcLight and Alamo Draft House, stuff like that. But I mean, they might not be around, man. They might not make it.
Yeah, it's crazy how things that we did on a normal everyday life, like a typical Friday night or Saturday night, or even like a Sunday afternoon, matinees and things that we had access to, we don't have access anymore. Or if we do have access, it's nothing that's new. It's something that's old that's re-released. But it's just crazy now because, we were talking about the decline of physical media, like before, like, oh no, everybody's not watching DVDs, everybody's streaming their stuff. No one's really buying physical media anymore because you have it in their fingertips from a, Netflix, Roku, Amazon. Mm-hmm. You have everything in your fingertips, in your fingertips. But now it's like, up to me, like, I don't know, I go to like Walmart and I go to like different stores and you see like there's loads and loads of DVDs. Like sometimes you never see DVDs on the rack, especially when it comes to the Christmas season. You see like certain things are sold out, but nothing's truly ever sold out anymore because everybody could just, everything is digital online. And look at that. Speaking of digital, coming to America is coming to Amazon Prime, because of the movie theater shutdown. Amazon got the rights to show coming to America too. So it's like, we're like in a world where everything we're going to get is in our fingertips now. So like, what's going to happen to movies being released worldwide, or if how a movie goes to Europe first and China first, then we get it later, we're going to get spoilers right away. Or if everything is still shut down, how, everything is just going to be on Disney Plus, like Mulan and whatnot. I think everything is going to be experimented on. And if that works out that way, that'll be the new way what everybody's going to catch up on movies now.
Yeah, I would prefer. Yeah. Oh, go ahead, sorry.
No, I was going to say, like, even I guess it's good for certain studios like Marvel and DC because they have time to modify their structure. It's like, okay, now we can release, boom, 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 boom. We can release all this at once. If movie theaters are not around, we could release this all online digitally. Because I honestly don't think we're going to have movie theaters next year. I honestly don't think that. I don't see that happening. I'm not a doctor or anything like that.
I think these guys are delusional thinking that they're going to drop a movie in March. Like, I think they're delusional. But I'm like, you know what? Do your thing, AMC. Do your thing. Yeah. I try to tell you. I be trying to tell people all the time. I've been saying you need to do a release on digital and in the theaters on the same day worldwide, and then people can choose. But no, it took the coronavirus for Warner Brothers to finally do this. And when people find out that, oh, we got an extra 10, 12, 20 million subscribers just for releasing this movie, then they'll be like, oh, this is a good idea. And I'll be like, duh, you should have democratized film viewing a long time ago. Like, ever since Netflix got popping, I'm like, yo, why don't they release movies on digital? Like, why can't we watch it like when I want to or where I want to? And not saying that I don't want to go to theater. Sometimes I do, but sometimes, let's be honest, theaters are not stepping up to the plate when it comes to things like people talking, fighting in the movie theater, cell phones in the movie theater, people sneaking into the theater, running around. They're not keeping up on keeping the theater clean, things of that nature, except for like Alamo Drafthouse and ArcLight, maybe Bowtie Cinema, stuff like that. But those are like the exceptions. The rule is that you sitting on some old chairs that they haven't cleaned since like last month. The floor is sticky. You know what I'm saying? It's like overpriced concessions. And it's like they think that because at one time they had the visual quality on lock, that it's always going to be that way. Well, no, you can get like a 50-inch, 60-inch TV from Amazon for like $250, $300 right now. You know what I'm saying? People got 4K, 8K TVs. You can have digital Dolby surround sound in your own house. Game has changed. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We ain't sitting at home with the box TVs with the click turn joint. You know what I'm saying? That ain't the deal no more.
Yeah. And so I was gonna say that also going to like off the movie thing, like weights. You can't even buy weights anymore. Like people have to order home gyms through Amazon. You can't even get weights anymore. You know, freaking dumbbells. Like even I look for dumbbells in Target. Yeah, you know, you can't do anything anymore. You know, but I just don't get it, man. Like it not only changed the whole movie industry, it changed the world. It changed the world.
And
you know?
I'm all for like, release it in the theater. Release it at home, and in this case, definitely release it at home. But let people see it how they want to see it. Say if you live somewhere where theaters are nice and cheap, cool, you can go check it out. Meaning pre-COVID times. But I mean, say it like this: I'm in LA, so in LA, I gotta get there, fight LA traffic. I gotta pay to park, then pay for the ticket, then I gotta pay for these concessions that are crazy overpriced. And before the business people come in here, do not sleep. I understand. Get your money. Make a profit. But there's a difference between making a profit and cutting throats, bruh. Like, a large popcorn should not be $10. Like, let's just stop it. You know what I'm saying? like a large popcorn and 2 sodas, you know what I'm saying, for say like my wife and I, shouldn't be like $23, $24. Like, come on, man. Come on.
Yeah,
it's like the soda is the same size as the soda you get at like Wendy's or something, my dude. Like, why is what is the soda made out of? Like, what are you putting in it? Is it crack in here? Like, what's raising this price? Besides the fact that it's a theater. Like, so I mean, they've been price gouging for years and years. They've been giving subpar service as far as like ushers and stuff for years and years. You know, something goes wrong in the theater, what you going to do? You going to give me a ticket to experience this same bad experience next weekend? Like, come on, man. So their bad customer service and bad business practices are catching up to them because the world has changed. And now they want us to cry for them. I'm not crying. Now, at the same time, do I like going to theaters when everything's dope, like at ArcLight? Yeah. But unfortunately, that's the exception and not the rule. So I'm like, look, you're on your own, kid. You're on your own.
Yeah. But you say even a family of 4, that's like what, $60, $70, $80 right there. If you go with a family of 4,
I can't imagine a family of 4.
Yeah. Yeah.
I remember being behind this lady. She had, it looked like maybe she brought her child and their friends, but I remember seeing her tab because I remember being like, whoa, it was like 70 something. Can't remember what, it was 70 something. And all the kids, you know how they have those little boxes where every kid has like a little, like nachos and like a little popcorn and a soda or something like that. Like all the kids had one of those, but when they rung it up, I saw you know how you see the screen sometimes where the amount of money or whatever, it was like 70 something, like I don't know, like $73 or $72, something like that. And I was like, yo, I was like, nah, dude. So families of 4, families of 4 are like, bring Wonder Woman home. Put Wonder Woman in my house so I could see it at the house. Give me some pop secret.
I know, like, I know. I think Wonder Woman is going to be the great. I was going to think Wonder Woman is going to be the great experiment now, because you had Tenet, which is not like a movie that everybody wants to see. You had New Mutants, not everybody wants to see because it's not a well-known brand. But Wonder Woman is a well-known established brand, so I think that's the big litmus test. So if that works in theaters and digitally, I think Wonder Woman is going to set the standard bearer to see if people are willing to watch it digitally online, or are they going to try to troop it, even if a theater is open in their neck of the woods, to go see it in the movie theater. So I think that's going to be the big test. Wonder Woman is.
I don't even think it's a contest, man. Wonder Woman about to. I'll say this: AT&T, Warner Brothers, whatever, get y'all servers ready, because that joint is about to get crashed. All right, Wonder Woman is a huge property. And watch, bet money. Once Wonder Woman comes out and is straight fire, and everybody loving it, then watch Marvel come around like, January, we're dropping Black Widow, which is something that I said they should have dropped last year. See, once again, people don't be listening to me. But watch Marvel be like, we're gonna drop Black Widow in February. Yeah, this one we're gonna drop it. We're about to drop it in just tomorrow. Wait, just give us a second.
Yeah.
And they be like, oh yeah, you don't have to pay $30 no more. And that's another thing. When when they did that Mulan stuff, I was like, oh, where it's gonna be Disney Plus? That's dope. That makes sense. And then they were like $30. I was like, $30. Y'all think people like Mulan like that? Like, y'all think people loving Mulan like that? No, I know. People gonna come in here and be like, yo, man, stop hating on Mulan. Psh, I ain't hating on Mulan. I'm just talking about the numbers, bro. You tell me. Tell me. Don't get mad at me. Go look at the numbers of the people that watch that movie. So before you coming up in here, oh, NERDSoul hating on Mulan. No, I think Mulan is cool. I like the animated series. But I'll say this. I think, one, people are getting cold on these live action remakes, which I said would happen. Two, the movie wasn't good. The best review I heard of Mulan was like a lukewarm review. I didn't hear nobody coming out that joint saying this is a 5-star film. So one, you have the fact that in general, people are like, all right, we've kind of been down this road. Okay, Disney, let's do something new. And the fact that it wasn't good. And the fact that it was $30 on top of the subscription I already paid. If you don't get all the way up out of here. Like, my dude, when I saw that, I was like, look, the most y'all should be charging is a flat $10. Nobody listening to me. Disney watches the show. They listen to the podcast. Do they listen to me? No. You know what I'm saying? I be giving them advice all the time. They be like, nah, man, NERDSoul don't know what's up. We're going to charge $30. And I was like, yo, man, y'all shouldn't charge $30. And it was like, nah, we're going to do it anyway. Now look at it.
Yeah.
Tell them.
It absolutely made no sense when you have already subscription to Disney Plus for them to charge an extra $30 on top of that subscription, which is just diabolical because, you know, people can't afford stuff like that. Like, you know, there's people who have Disney, Hulu, Netflix, you know, Amazon Prime, the list goes on and on. And it's on top of that, on top of the subscription price, to pay $30 for a freaking movie. On how long would it have been there if you paid $30? Like 24 hours? Like how long would that movie would have been there if you would have bought it?
Well,
like, I don't even know.
I think you pay for the movie and you got to keep the movie on the service. So once you pay for the movie, you got to keep it. It was on the service. It was like unlocked, I guess. And you could watch it as much as you wanted.
Oh, okay. That's still ridiculous because you just wait a year or two and you'll definitely have it automatically there, which is just ridiculous, man. I don't know how they're doing that.
Yeah, it was way too much. It was like you said, diabolical. It was just way too much. Disney did a crazy reach on that one, and they learned their lesson. They learned, and the only thing is that the lesson they learned is such a hard lesson that I don't think they'll have consumer confidence in another one that they try to drop because of the shenanigans that they pulled with Mulan. Like that. So we'll see. I'll say this, drop Black Widow on the service the week before they drop Wonder Woman, and don't charge nobody. Just put it on the service for free for all the subscribers. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Going and scoop Warner Brothers. You know what I'm saying? And then people will be talking about, Black Widow all before Wonder Woman dropped. You know what I'm saying? Remember what Hulu did to Netflix when they were like, we got a Fire Festival documentary, and they was like, "Psych, we got one too." It was like,
and but you know what's the thing about it too is like they could drop it down, and the thing is when you have movie tie-ins with like Marvel and DC, and you have toys releases because the toys release because the movie was supposed to release, you're already getting spoilers right there because you're seeing what the toy figures detailing is and what is it about. So you already had Black Widow toys. They had Godzilla versus King Kong toys. They had Top Gun toys. So you know what kind of jets are in Top Gun. So it's just like, when you go to like a Walmart or something like that, if you look at that toys they have, it's already kind of spoiling it for you if you're a child or you're an adult who's a collector and you see these figures and jets that are there. Like, oh, this jet is in the movie, but the movie wasn't released because of COVID. So it's just like, and then people are getting spoiled left and right because online, on Reddit, there's people test screening, so you'll see the spoilers. And then if you see the toys you're Christmas shopping for somebody, you see what figures that they have. Like, oh, this person was this person. Oh, and that's going to be in the movie, even though the movie wasn't released. So it's just like, they had to release. I think Dune toys was released as well, but the movie was postponed. So it's just like it just messes up the marketing and messes up everything that's going on now. Like, everything is in shambles because, all right, so what's going to happen? They're going to re-release the figures of Black Widow again once the movie they push back to when is it, March or something? It's supposed to be re-released again. Like, it messes up everything. The flow is so messed up.
Yeah, So we'll see what happens. I know I'm about to get my subscription on, even though HBO Max, don't get me started with like the actual service. It should still be on Roku. It's not on Roku. We just gonna let that go. But but maybe they'll get that stuff together. But I'm gonna definitely get my subscription on before Wonder Woman come out, so I can get that Wonder Woman on my screen. And I don't have to worry about nothing. Yeah. I ain't got to pay no extra money neither. I can just get my regular subscription.
Yeah, then you got the NBC Peacock, the Apple TV app. There's so many options out there for people, and then, you have wrestling has their own app. There's so many different apps out there. And, it's just, there's only so little time in the day or little time at night for you to watch everything that's there because, you see, The Mandalorian's been good because it's like every Friday. I think I like that format of having it come out weekly because it's hard to binge watch anything. Well, in my case, some people could do it, but some people can't. But I just like the notion that every Friday I get to watch a new episode of The Mandalorian. And I don't know, it keeps me at task of what I need to do. I'm not binge watching 8 hours or 9 hours at the same time. But I'm pretty liking that format. The boys,
that binge is crazy.
Yeah, it's too much. It's too much. Like, if I was on furlough still, I probably could do that. But going to work now and then trying to catch up every week, it's pretty good for me. So I've been all right with that. Like, I still haven't caught up with season 2 of The Boys, and it was all out now, but it was doing it like that. But for some reason, I'm really feeling The Mandalorian this season. So good. Yeah,
Mandalorian has been fun. I've been following that. I've been following Star Trek as well.
I know you've been doing your reviews on Star Trek.
Yeah, the interesting thing about Mandalorian is you can definitely see that there's a budget bump this season. They flexing that budget, but they flexing it in a good way, so that's a good thing. I've been enjoying that. And I think I like the release window too. I like the weekly thing. Sometimes I would like to get 2 episodes at once, but the weekly thing I'm not against. I'm not against the weekly thing.
Yeah. Because if you think about it, it depends on what you're doing. If you're busy and active, you're not going to be sitting down and watching, shows like that. Fridays is like the perfect gateway window. Like, all right, I'm done with the week. I can catch up. And sometimes it's a random hour. Sometimes it's 45 minutes an episode, 35 minutes an episode. So it's just like, I've never seen a show that's streamed like that, where each episode is just like either longer or shorter than the other. So it works out that way. It's like you get a little bit of,
because since they don't have to run by like network standards, they can say, all right, cool. Well, this story that we're telling is going to take an hour. So that episode is an hour long. The next story is like, this only takes about 35 minutes. This one takes, about 48 minutes or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm definitely down with that.
Yeah. I would love for one episode to be 2 hours. I know that's saying a lot, but at least have one special episode that's like 2 hours.
I wouldn't be mad at that at all.
It's been really, really cool, man.
Especially there's a lot been going on, which is supposed to be hopefully the episode that we see Ahsoka in.
Yeah, the Jedi. Yeah, supposedly. I think that's what the episode is called. I'm not sure. Yeah. So that would be epic. I just can't wait to see what it will look like, from CGI to human form. I just can't wait to see what that will look like. Yeah, because
we're making that jump from this character used to be nothing but animated, like just straight CGI. Yep. What is Rosario Dawson going to look like as Ahsoka? And I will say this, Star Wars, them Lucasfilm, Disney people, whatever, they be keeping a clamp lock. Because think about this, the season's done. We ain't seen a photo. We ain't seen a set photo. We ain't seen a cell phone sneaky photo from the crew or the cast. We ain't seen a selfie from the actress. We ain't seen nothing. We don't know what Rosario Dawson looks like as Ahsoka. We have no clue. So they have kept that joint on lilac.
Yep. I know, like seeing the
no games with the secrets.
I know, seeing the Mandalorian makes me want to get those reaction figures, or the figures of like the old school Star Wars look. Like it makes me want to collect them all. I'm like, wow, this is just so. They just have those feels when I watch it, like when I was a kid again, watching like Empire Strikes Back and the original Star Wars. Like the way those episodes are, it has that feel of the original trilogy without having the characters of the original trilogy. It's just like other characters involved in that same space in that time world. It's just like, I don't know, it's so different compared to like the new trilogies as opposed to the old trilogies. The old trilogies meaning the New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi. It has that feel to it with a little hint of more, you know? I think I like that feeling.
I enjoy like the lore that they put into it, how you hear people talk about like different species or different planets and stuff. Like this week, we found out that Kara is from Alderaan. And he was like, did you lose anybody? And she was like, I lost everyone. He was like, I'm sorry for your loss. Like that, because it's like, they blew up my planet, dude. Like, did I lose anyone? Yeah. I lost everyone. My school friends, mom, grandma, uncles, cousins, everybody. There's no one I know that is alive anymore. You know what I'm saying? Because of this, because of the Empire. You know what I'm saying? And then that ties into now the kind of like the hatred she has for the Empire from season 1. It's like, oh, we get it now. Oh, you're from Alderaan. No problem. I get it. I'd hate them too. You know what I'm saying? So it's so that those lore pieces that we get are really cool. And then just seeing how they find interesting things for the Mandalorian to get into, like the crate dragon, then the spiders, then messing around with whatever that water alien was, a water species thing. And then hanging out with Bo-Katan for a second. It was like, yo, like they really found a way to like have this be an interesting Western with great music, great cinematography, tons of effects, and a show that has stayed solid, like at the very least, like a 7 out of 10. Like from the first and second season, like there's very few things that I don't like about this show. Like I'm always having a good time.
Yeah, because it brings the nostalgic feeling. It also brings something new to the game, and just seeing X-Wing fighters again and TIE fighters the way we remember it, in our era, and just seeing that, knowing Luke Skywalker and Han Solo all alive in that world, and they're all not super old as of yet,
because
they're
right
out there.
now, this is, I can't remember, what is this? How long was this? 5 years after Return of the Jedi?
After Return of the Jedi, yeah.
Yeah, so Han Solo is technically still young. Luke is still young. Leia is still young. So I mean, this is an interesting time that hasn't been covered in live action before. So, and the fact that we're in the Outer Rim, I like as well. So I mean, this show is killing it for me. I'm really enjoying it. I'm glad that both of my stars are doing well. Star Wars, Star Trek, both of them are doing well. I'm excited.
Yeah, it's weird because everything is old is new again. Like you said, Star Trek and Star Wars. In saying that in 2020 going into 2021, like that's still relevant. At that time, at a time before, Star Wars was always kind of relevant, and Star Trek, with the CBS All Access, it just, everybody's back into it again with Picard and Lower Decks. Star Trek is mainstream
Lower Decks
again.
is a lot of fun to watch. Lower Decks is just fun because they find ways to like kid around and like not take themselves super seriously. But man, Lower Decks is a lot of fun to watch.
Well, I haven't caught up on that, but it doesn't make fun of Star Trek canon, right? It's
Nah,
just like a humorous group.
it's just a humorous, just a humorous group of people that kind of like are always getting into stuff. And it's definitely a comedy, but it doesn't treat Star Trek like a joke. It's just that these people do dumb stuff. And you have to be like, well, yeah, that makes sense. Everyone in Starfleet is not going to be like the best of the best of the best, sir. You know what I'm saying? There's going to be some slackers somewhere. There's going to be some people that are, bend the rules a little bit, and there's going to be people that just get into trouble. And unfortunately, the lower decks is where it happens.
Yeah, just like real life. You work with people who get into trouble or they're slackers, and in a way, like not everybody is serious and not everybody is a historic legend. You got some people who are just mediocre at best.
Yeah, everybody ain't gonna be Captain Kirk. Everybody ain't gonna be Picard or Cisco. Everybody ain't gonna be them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Some people are just
not everybody's gonna be a red shirt either.
Yep, everybody's gonna be red shirt. Some people are just gonna be like C students. You know what I'm saying? They're not great. They're not bad. They just kind of there. But being there alone gives them a story to actually tell. So that's an interesting thing about it. They get into silly stuff and it's fun.
Oh, that's awesome. I know there's someone like you said, so there's a lot of shows out there. Just got a lot to catch up on. And I'm really looking forward to Coming to America 2. I'm looking forward to a lot of movies that are
pushed back, and I'm not happy about it, but whatever.
But when they got pushed back to?
Well, I thought it was supposed to come out on December 25th, but now it's supposed to be coming out in March on Amazon Prime.
Oh, jeez.
So yeah, Coming to America 2. We gotta wait again, man. Gotta wait again.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just crazy. How did you catch Borat 2? And if so, how did you enjoy it?
See, I haven't seen it, and I've heard that it's good. So I'm not here to diss Borat, but I don't think I'm in a place to watch Borat again. I don't know. Borat, even when I watched the trailer, it seemed like something very of its time. Like at that time when I was that age, it was hilarious. But now I didn't hate the trailer. I was just like, oh, okay, cool. Borat's back. It didn't really move me. But I've heard that it's funny and that it's good. It's just that I'm not. I think I've kind of grown a bit past liking that kind of stuff. Not saying that it can't be good. Like I could probably watch it and have fun watching it, but I'm just not interested. Like same thing with Ali G. I'm not interested in Ali. I'm just not interested in that anymore. Not a diss to it, but it's just like, oh, all right, cool. It's out, word, no doubt. It was kind of one of those things. Like I was like, oh, Borat's back. Oh, okay, that's nice. And that was pretty much my full thought about it.
Yeah.
that was like pretty much it. After that, I was like, oh, okay, cool. And
it's just crazy in the world we're at now, though, right?
Yeah, because seeing the trailer, I was just like, yo, the stuff he gets away with, hey, all power to him. I wouldn't try that. Just the stuff he gets into, I was like, yo, you might need security, my dude.
Yeah, he's a good actor too, but that character he does is just so on point, man, with everything. Especially it's relatable to today with everything that he's done in the world, especially with the whole Giuliani scandal thing. Is just, it was a perfect timing, perfect storm for it to come out, especially online where everybody who has Amazon could definitely watch it without having to pay for a movie theater. So in a way, it was kind of smart move to do that too. Yeah,
and Giuliani, when is he gonna stop? When is he gonna stop getting in trouble? Every time he turns around, he's it's like he's trying to be a meme. It's like he's trying to so he kind of deserves any comedy that comes his way. He's asked for it.
Yeah, but I think honestly, every politician is kind of a meme. Like you got the sleepy Joe Biden and Trump and all this stuff. It's like every politician is
Yeah,
a
but the
freaking
thing
meme.
is, like Trump straight up made up Sleepy Joe Biden like on his own. Like nobody even,
Yeah,
like it wasn't even a thing until
caught
he made it.
but it caught on though. That's the thing. It freaking caught on. You know, like it's just so funny, those memes out there. Even memes about Trump. Like there's memes of all these politicians, Marco Rubio, Nancy Pelosi. It's my God. It's just everyone is a character today. All these politicians are characters, man. Like, you know, like I think they had the thing on Showtime, the cartoon president. It's so appropriate because everyone is a cartoon character. You know? Everyone is a character. Human, live, living characters.
Yeah, and like, come on, man. It's like y'all wilding. But you know, we'll see. You know what I'm saying? We'll see what goes on. We'll see. You know, maybe you never know. You know what I'm saying? People that sleepy might not be sleepy no more. Maybe we'll see a woke Joe Biden.
Yeah. You know, I you know, like we just gotta wait till when is it? Yeah, we'll wait till January.
A woke Joe Biden. I don't even know. Yo, I don't even know what a woke Joe Biden looks like. Like honestly, let's say tomorrow, like Joe Biden's like, all right, y'all. You know, I've been thinking about racism. Be like, oh, now hold up, what you about to say? but then he drops some gems on you, and you be like, oh snap, Joe Biden's deep now. Like, hold up, Joe Biden's deep. Like Joe Biden is now that dude.
Yeah.
You'd be like, yo, I never thought I'd be saying this, but Joe Biden is for the culture. Nah, I'm just playing. Yeah. Don't get your hopes up. Don't get your hopes up. He's just gonna be Joe Biden.
Live in a crazy world, man. We live in a crazy world.
Yeah, so
it's just so funny. Yeah, you know, it's funny. It's funny
see how we get out of this first. Get out of the Corona timeline first, and then we'll see what we do next.
Yeah, I know the Corona timeline. And to think about it, in 2020, the most popular items to get were toilet paper and hand sanitizer and face masks. Those are the most popular items of 2020. It's so crazy.
Yeah, and look now. Go to any of your stores, like any store. Look at paper towels. Look at toilet paper. Look how expensive it is. And you're gonna be like, hold on, what? Like, hold on, and look, check out,
yeah, and check out the face mask. Face masks with cloth. Face mask with logos on it. You know, different types of face masks. You know, like some are expensive, some are cheap. You know, if you get the medical ones, you get it for free at the doctor's office or at your job if you work at a factory. But if you get the ones with like the logos, or you could get customized ones, like you're spending a couple of bucks, especially with the shipping and handling, and depending how much you get in a bundle. You know, like you're gonna go crazy on masks now. You know.
Yeah, because people there are people shining with their masks. Like I ain't going front. I got like some African print masks. I got the regular ones too. I got regular black masks. I got a neck gaiter. So I got a couple different options. You know what I'm saying? Because when you're in the apocalypse, you got to be fly. You know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you a question. How much have you spent on your mask? All the masks you got together in total, like how much you think you spent on them?
All the masks total, how much have I spent on masks? Maybe like $50.
Oh, I was gonna say because masks are like the new Jordans, or they're like the Air Force Ones.
Oh yeah, you gotta you know what I'm saying, have a little statement on there or something. Like you said, have your logo in that joint. Oh man,
pretty much. Like,
oh, random. Somebody posted a picture of Phoebe from Boy Meets World, but they posted a picture of her now, and they said, "I don't get the hype about her." And somebody said, "Bruh, you just had to be there." It's true. Like I don't know what it was. People was crazy about her back in the day, and they were just like, you had to be there, man. Like,
you have to be. You have to be living in those times.
Bruh. Like now you just had to be there, bro. Like, like see back then, like she was crushing the game. You know what I'm saying? She was like the it girl.
Yeah.
But like now, she's a little regular degular. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, we all have our we're all the flavor of the month or 15 minutes of fame, you know.
Yep.
At that time,
give them 15 minutes.
Yep. 15 long minutes, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like,
she might.
There's always something.
She might have got about 20 minutes of fame.
Yeah, 20 minutes, give or take. Yeah, especially with the Girl Meets World, you know, like they had for a little bit before it came out. It's just funny how like everything just changed in the world from streaming, movies, life, furlough, mask, coronavirus updates on CNN every freaking time, or every news station you're watching out there. The death total goes up, the death total goes down. Dr. Fauci making a statement. AtomicNERD talking about what's going on in the world instead of talking about movies or whatnot. Like, it just changes the whole culture of everything. You know, there's still stuff going on now.
We talked about some movies. You know, we talked about. We could talk about one movie I've been waiting for, and I'm mad that it got pushed back to March. You know what I'm saying? Ghostbusters Afterlife. I want to see that new Ghostbusters, man. I think it's going to be good. Yeah. But they pushed it back.
It's so crazy.
Sony, why you tripping?
It's so funny. While it's in the can, we have there's nothing out there of it. You know, like I'm sure when it's supposed to be released in December, right? Of this year, it was supposed to be released. Was it?
I can't remember.
Or it was supposed to be in the summer.
No, you're right. It was supposed to drop in July.
Yes.
Yeah, it was supposed to drop in July.
So you notice there's no toys came out of that, because you know, like, toys are quick to give you the spoilers, but there was no, I think, figures or anything that came out. I think they had like the Ecto 1 from Playmobil and whatnot, but there was nothing that came out that spoiled the movie.
That's because Sony be slipping, man. Sony be bugging, man. Like Sony know better. Like Sony just don't be dropping toys like they supposed to, yo. Like, so look, I know Sony listens to the show. They watch the show. Like, Sony, like, stop it, man. Like, get your stuff together. Like, holla at your boy and just like release the toys, man. Release some toys, and then on top of releasing toys, like, put the movie out so we can all see it. You know what I'm saying? Just put it on Netflix.
Everybody wants
to put it on Netflix and stop kidding with us. I don't know why we gotta. I don't know why we have to go through this stuff to tell y'all to do stuff that y'all supposed to be doing. Like, you need Efren Guzman. You need me to come through and tell y'all just to put the movie out. Like, put the movie out. Hey.
Oh, I so wish it was that freaking easy. You think about all the movies that are in the can. You got Venom 2. I think they finished wrapping on The Legend of Shang-Chi and Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. Wonder Woman, Black Widow, Morbius. All these movies that are in the can already and is yet to be released. It's just insane.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Man, I'd be dropping that heat. I would not. I'm just keeping real with you. I would not in any way hold the movies back. I'd be dropping them joints like hotcakes. I'd be dropping them joints like new mixtapes, bro.
Yeah. It's just crazy because
I drop a secret movie like it won't nothing.
Yeah. It's just, the thing is, you know, like, remember how when they released Cloverfield Paradox after the Super Bowl? Like, everybody saw it, you know? And not everybody has, like, Netflix, whatever, but it seemed like everybody had Netflix that day because everybody saw it. You know, it managed to watch. Yeah. So, like, I know there's people out there who don't have, like, you know, online streaming. They probably don't have a Roku, but I'm sure they have Netflix on their phone, and I'm sure they have other methods of watching it. It could be done, but I don't know the logistics about it, because the actors got to get paid somehow, or the movie. I don't know how that works out, where they want to release it in movie theaters. Like, I don't know the whole, like, behind the scenes payback and money from that situation, but I don't know. Like, it should. Everybody has online streaming. It should just be released online. You know, it's already done. The actors are getting paid for that. You know, they don't have to fly to promote anything. They could Zoom promote. You know.
Yep. Like what I do is I do something like get Ray Parker Jr. to perform Ghostbusters on Sony's Instagram live channel. And after that, after he finished the song, I would fade him out and say Ghostbusters on Netflix right now or something like that. Or so it would be like people would be like, oh snap, hold up, it's out, and like go like, yo, I just do something cool like that. I was like Ray Parker Jr., you know what I'm saying, get a band, you know, make sure we quarantine up, you know what I'm saying, check everybody, get into the studio real quick, everybody keep your mask on, play the bass, play the guitar, the keys, whatever, you know what I'm saying, have him perform the joint, fade to black, in stores now. Well, I mean, I guess not in stores now, on Netflix now, or whatever. And then people be like, "Oh, snap, it's out now." Because you're right. When they dropped, that Paradox after the Super Bowl, everybody went and ran and watched that.
Mm-hmm. And people who didn't have Netflix account apparently saw it. You know?
Man, they're probably like, "Yo, my man, I need that password real quick. Holla at me."
Yeah. Or by other methods of watching it, you know, too, as well, you know. But if people want to see something,
let me get that sneak on real quick.
Yeah, you know, like the same way with the Tyson fight. I'm sure a lot of people are going to go online and watch that Tyson fight when he starts fighting again. I'm sure a lot of people are going to do that.
Yeah. So we'll see. You know, I know there's a lot of troubles out there, but bruh, drop the movies, yo. That's the message for this episode. Drop them movies, yo. Drop them. Drop the movies. I'm tired of waiting. Ain't no need for y'all to be sitting on fire. Just drop that heat.
Yep. So winding down, Mike, man. What is your resolution, man? What is your New Year's resolution, and what do you predict will happen in 2021? I know you're not Dr. Fauci and you don't work with the president, but what is your predictions on 2021, man?
New Year's resolution. It's way too early for that. I ain't gonna drop that yet. We got we gonna get up again before New Year's, so it's like I ain't gonna drop that yet. But I'll say this: 2021. Look, y'all strap in, hold on to your butts. Because there ain't no guarantee that things gonna get better. I know y'all been dancing in the streets. I know y'all been happy. Y'all been line dancing and stuff, high-fiving each other. Look, I'm gonna tell y'all like this. Prepare yourselves. You saw Busta Rhymes. He dropped Extinction Level Event 2. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, it might not be over. Going to strap up, prepare for another tough year. Because, you know, hey, look, it's been a lot. It's been some prosperity years we've had. So I'm just saying, like, buckle up, because it might not be all good. Y'all, you know, prepare yourselves. Toughen yourself up, because January, ain't no guarantee that there's some good news coming before or after January 20th. So I'm just saying, that's my message to all y'all. Buckle up.
Yeah. And what I say is, you know, we had the movie 2012. We had Outbreak. I'm waiting for the coronavirus movie to hit in like 5 years from now.
Contagion.
Yes, Contagion. Well, like the Outbreak movies were the most popular things when COVID was just when it came out in like March. You know, I think COVID came out in February, March, right? I think it came out around that time.
Well, COVID started way before. It didn't really catch on over here until about January into February. But y'all might want to get ready. My prediction is in a couple of years, probably 4 or 5 years down the line, we'll have a coronavirus movie if everything gets down and ordered to that. I think that's gonna happen, man. Like, you know, there's a coronavirus songs out there. You can go hear that shit. There's coronavirus songs that are out there. Like, people make songs about it. So it's just how, you know, there's t-shirts, logos about coronavirus, a little purple thing with a little spike. It looks like a purple pinhead from Hellraiser, you know. So coronavirus has its own symbol, it has its own logo, and just waiting for movies about that. And hopefully by 2021 we'll have, I don't think anything will be back to normal, but I think everybody will be streaming more and a lot of online movie watching is
definitely possible because it is right now. So I think that's like the new norm.
Yeah, it's definitely the quote new normal.
Yeah. Well, that was our exciting episode of Atomic Nerd. Pleasure to have you back, my main man, Michael Young, NERDSoul. Promote all the stuff you got going on because you have so many things. You're out there everywhere, all day, all night. So promote all your stuff you got going on, man.
Yo, y'all know the deal. NERDSoul, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all in places. YouTube is the hub. Hit that thumbs up. If you like what you're seeing, hit a thumbs down. If you don't, but if you hit that thumbs down, yeah, I'm going to send that Rona after you, boy. You're going to have to lay low for like 10 to 14 days. So you don't want that. You know what I'm saying? Podcast if you want to get your listen on Spotify for that music. But just see me in them streets, y'all. NERDSoul. Search it up.
Yep. And Atomic Podcast, you catch me at SoundCloud, Stitcher, iTunes, Pod Directory, the Atomic Podcast. Check me out. Check out NERDSoul. Together we're combined. We're Atomic Nerd. And I hope everybody out there was intellectually stimulated by way of mobile devices. Have a good one, folks.
Peace.